so tired of shooting freaking crap, because then I gotta sit here and I gotta put these dang bullets back in here and my thumbs are hurting. Damn it. Hey, what's going on? Magazine loading day. Did a bunch of shooting. Now I gotta sit and load up all these magazines, and man, are my thumbs freaking killing me. I broke a thumbnail. Seriously, look, broke a thumbnail off. And I'm just, 17 rounds and, 10 to 15 different magazines. And it's just wearing on me. I'm not going to lie. And I can't find my Glock loader. I used to have one of those little slidey things that, that looked kind of uncomfortable for many of us. But I hope you guys got a laugh out of it. But either way, I can't find it. And man, I just wish there was an easier way. And maybe there is. Maybe there is. But pow! This thing is the cat's meow. I'm super stoked here. Let me see. I thought I had some instructions with it. I guess I didn't. But either way, BeeZ G17. Sweet little device. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these before, but man, what a great little product this is for loading those magazines. They make BeeZ in all the different platforms. This one is for the Glock 17, as most of my magazines, even in my Glock 19s, I run these magazines as well. But very simple product to use. It works off of like a scissoring system, right? Stick your magazine in. It locks into place. It's actually got a mag release right here on the side. You release that, magazine comes out, push it in, put your magazine right into play. Now, before we get too far into this video, let's hear something about our sponsor. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by Right to Bear. This is self-defense insurance. It's not just for firearms, it's for any time that you have to defend yourself. Right to Bear is the insurance that you definitely want. It covers legal, as far as criminal. It also covers civil fees. So, just like anybody else, you defend yourself and you could potentially find yourself in a situation where you need to hire an attorney to help defend you, whether it's criminal or civil, and that can add up really, really quickly. Right to Bear also covers your bond in case, let's just say, heaven forbid, you have to defend your family and your home, and something happens and you're charged criminally. Just like anything else, while they're doing their investigations, you are the bad guy, and especially in today's world, it's nothing that you want to mess around with. Packages start as little as $11 a month. If you guys are interested, there's a link in the description down below, or you can find the link on my website at airgunsofmichigan.com and click on the Right to Bear banner in there. Till then, be good to each other, and God bless. All right. That was quick and easy and painless. Seriously, that's a great place to go check out. There'll be a link in the description down below. Self-defense insurance. It is important. It is very important. But all right, back to BeeZ. So when I got this, I'd seen some videos. I knew I wanted a new loading system, and and I was going about this the wrong way. This is the wrong way to hold this loading system. This is the correct way. You got your thumb through the big hole, your index, and your middle finger, or if you're missing a finger, or if you're missing two fingers. I don't want to judge you, bro. This is the proper way so that you get good leverage. Now, there's another thing with this system. You do not want to hold this system down this way. You actually want to keep it almost on a little bit of a canted angle. Now, why do I say that? Because when using this, this is the best angle for your bullet to drop in and then be pushed into the magazine. This is a very ingenious idea. It's got this leverage system here that actually captures your round and then pushes it into your magazine. Okay, magazines can only also go in one way. They won't lock in this way. You can't even finish putting it in. It only goes in one way. These are made specifically for individual magazines. So if you're running a SIG, a Springfield, whatever, you just go on their website, BeeZ, and you can get what you wish. Now, I know this isn't super new technology. I know they've been out for a minute, but I think there's a lot of us that didn't even notice. I had never really noticed until recently. Now, I did purchase this with my own money. This wasn't sent to me like many other things are. But I can tell you that I absolutely believe in this product. That was no joke. Reloading magazines does suck. And, you know, if you're just reloading one at the range, even then, just take this, throw it in your range bag, maybe buy a couple, keep one at your house, keep one in your range bag so that you're always ready to reload magazines. It's just super quick. So I'm going to demonstrate this. You're going to take your projectile, bullet tip facing up, primer facing down, close this, drop your round into the hole there, and then just simply open your fingers and then push them shut. One round loaded. I'll demonstrate. There it is. Perfectly seated into the magazine. Put this back in. Drop. 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 Every once in a while, one kind of lands on a little bit of a funky angle. Not a big deal. You just kind of wiggle it a little bit and then it'll fall right in. But the majority of these do just drop straight in the way that they should. And super easy. Ergonomically, I mean, it's fine. I get a little bit of tension on the back of my thumb, which, you know, maybe could be just because I haven't used it. Once you get to your appropriate amount of rounds, it will no longer push in, obviously. So these are 17 round mags, and there you go. Fully loaded Glock 17 round mag. So yeah, the ergonomics on the thumb port for me kind of put my thumb at a weird angle. It'd be kind of cool if that was a little canted, but I understand why they didn't, because if you're left-handed, you know, or, you know, this is your normal scissor hand, or maybe you're just using it this way, if it was canted for me and my personal preference, it's certainly not going to be correct for you trying to use it from the other side. It would be a very, very uncomfortable scenario. But, you know, it's something to think about, you know, is that, you know, it does put a little bit of stress on this ridge part of my thumb right here, just because when I go to open this, it's not super flat. Now, let me try a different way. Let me just pull a couple of these rounds out. Take 6 out. Slide the magazine back in. Let me see if yeah, that actually works a little bit better. It makes it a little harder on the leverage to open, but not really. So, I mean, I guess technically, you know, don't put your hole or your thumb so far into the hole. Just want to make sure nobody was listening to that, because that could have been misconstrued as a couple of different things. Kentucky ballistics, your wife in the middle of a freaky session, or who knows what else. But either way, just cut that out. All right, so back to the BeeZ. Super great. We had just recently actually even picked up another handgun, and it actually came with 10 PMags, and so I obviously, an empty magazine, in my opinion, is worth nothing. Right. I mean, let's think about that for 1 second. There should never be an empty magazine in your home. Period. Why? these magazines right here in my chest rig, loaded. Why would I want them to be empty? My guns are secure. Magazines don't do much on their own. I mean, I suppose it weighs a little bit. You could throw it at somebody. But an empty magazine is worthless. No point. At no point did somebody grab an empty magazine and say, I got a life-threatening situation that I need to use my firearm, or Okay, anyway. So empty magazines worthless. So if you're going to buy magazines, especially if you get them in bulk, 10 to 20 or however many you order, they all need to be full. Otherwise, once again, what's the point, right? Life or death situation, you want some empty mags in your chest rig or in your battle belt because, well, I just don't want them to be full. Oh, it's hard on the springs. They're springs. Magazines are disposable, right? So fill your magazines, man. Fill your magazines before you need it and it's empty. And then you got to break out your speed bee and tell the robber or the home intruder, hey, can you hold on a damn minute? I'm freaking loading my magazine. Let's keep this fight fair, okay? That doesn't work. So anyway, speed bees, G17 in the P-Mags, man, awesome. Seriously, just so much easier than anything that I've used in the past. I literally sat around and loaded probably 20 magazines yesterday. It was flawless. I haven't had any issues. It held every magazine exactly like it should. It held up. At no point did I ever feel that it wasn't doing its job. The construction on these things is really, really good. I don't even know how they put these things together. I'm guessing that underneath this logo is probably a bolt that goes through here to pivot point. And then down in here, okay, yeah, that is how it goes, because I can see now how this is hooked over this piece. So yeah, they probably actually get put together, slid down, and then that bolt holds it in place. This is actually hooked over this other piece down here. But yeah, good quality, man. I mean, really, really, really good quality. Lots of writing on these. That is a nice thing, right? It says right on there, G17. I mean, come on, man. You know what that means. It's got speed bees. Their patent numbers on it. Good for them. Nothing worse than somebody biting off your ideas. So if you guys are interested in picking up one of these, I'll put their link down below. Like I said, not sponsored. They didn't send it to me. I paid the X amount of dollars, and they're not super cheap. But I can tell you that this is something that will be a staple in my bag and things like that. I will buy it for other magazines as well. And I'm probably actually even going to buy another one of these G17s just to, like I said, have in the range bag. I mean, really, you could carry this anywhere, right? Let's not be funny about this, but let's be serious. You've got your chest rig here. Can I find room in here? Yeah, look at this. Carry it right in my chest rig. Now, you might say, well, why would you carry it in your chest rig? Okay, well, I understand. It's kind of weird. But what happens if, what happens if, let's just be real for a minute. Let's be really real for a minute. Why would I want to carry one of those in my chest rig? And we're going to really, let's really, hold on, let me get my chest rig so it doesn't fall. It's going to fall. Oh my goodness. There we go. So why would I carry one of those in my chest rig? Let's just be realistic. Let's say you're in a defense situation and you've gone through your ammo and you come across somebody that unfortunately is no longer around and they're shooting a different pistol than you. But they've got magazines full of rounds. I can't take their magazine and stick it into my gun, so you might have to empty out their gun. You might be in a situation where you need to hurry the F up. Load up your gun. out you go. Just saying. Now, listen, these are hypotheticals that I'm at least being real about. All right? So, all right. We're done with that. So, there you have it. The Speed BeeZ. Seriously, the best all-around speed loader I've ever come across so far. And hats off, man. Good job, you guys. So, till next time, I'm Moose. This is Cigars and Gear. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. So, be good to each other. Be good to yourself. And God bless.